friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Ask Steve and Larson. Thank you, patrons and YouTube channel members, for supporting Going In Raw.
Yeah, that's right.
Hope you've enjoyed the bonus content.
Yeah, I know we have.
Larson's Sneaker Lab, Mandalorian, Wrestling Talk.
Becky, 1 year anniversary.
What does buried mean?
It's dynamite stuff, man.
This is just killer stuff.
Just dynamite.
And again, this is Ask Steve and Larson, so this is more killer stuff.
Yeah, man. This is our, at the end of the week, kind of like our palate cleanser. We've been talking wrestling all week.
Oh, tired.
Now it's time to talk about whatever we want to.
Fucking sick of it.
Whatever you want to.
Did you put one on Community? No, I put one on
You
Community.
did all that. I came in here, I was going to do it, and then you did already.
All right, well, I got myself. Oh, look at the
I already have all the questions up already, though.
21 questions. This is going to be a lightning.
We'll start here from Jacksonville's
Number one.
Dion Halili. What's more dangerous, John Wick with the lightsaber or Hilton with the Infinity Gauntlet? Hilton with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, my God.
He do something on accident.
Dude, everybody's a dog. Oh, man, it'd be great if everybody's a dog.
And then it happens. He
Oh,
kind of
man.
just doesn't really mean to do it on purpose.
It'd be great like if everybody's head was made of mashed potatoes.
What if everybody was Urlacher? And then it happens.
Everybody's Brian Urlacher all of a sudden. Oh, my God, that'd be terrible. Dude,
That's
I
more
wish
dangerous.
all NBA games were on a trampoline. You just want freaking, what's that called?
Slam ball.
You want slam ball, man. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Another one from Guion. Steve versus Larson rap battle. Who would win? I'm not that good of a writer.
So if it's like a dance-off, you'd win.
Oh, yeah.
Like a breakdance thing.
Yeah.
But rapping,
rap battle.
I don't know.
See, I feel like
I'm
you would.
inclined to say you maybe.
But
I'm pretty clever.
I think, yeah, you're more clever, and I think you're a better writer. But the dancing stuff, I feel like my sense of rhythm is better. So in terms of, I feel like, but I'm not articulate either. I would say maybe in terms of the technical aspects of actually rhyming and rapping, I might be better, but I'm not articulate at all.
Yeah.
I'd stumble over my words too much.
Yeah.
So I'd give you the edge. You win.
D minor. What practical skills do you wish you learned earlier in life?
Shit. Name them.
Name it. Seriously.
I don't know shit about cars.
Finances, cars, plumbing, electrical work.
That I know a little bit about. I can change light fixtures in my house.
That's just color matching, isn't it?
More or
See,
less.
I'm still terrified to do that because I think if I do that, it's just going to start a fire.
No, as long as you match the colors up, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, all that stuff. So everything.
Everything.
D minor. When's the last time you were so angry you couldn't be around anyone for their own
I
safety?
can't really think of any instance where I've been so angry I don't feel like I could be around people.
There's one time I know for you, and that was at the party.
Well, that's why I couldn't be around. If this
Hilton.
story is true, one person.
The story's totally true. God, if I had a time machine, that'd be top 5 moments right there. Go back in time and watch that. Let's see here.
Adrian C. Power rank the following movies: Die Hard, Fight Club, Back to the Future, Lebowski, Terminator 2.
Okay, so we can probably both agree that Terminator 2 is at the bottom of the list.
Yes.
Let's because if we try to do this together.
Yes, I'd say that and Fight Club are probably at the bottom of the list.
Oh, okay, we'll have to deviate then.
Oh,
because for me, it is... I'm having a really hard time deciding whether Back to the Future or Lebowski are number 1.
Wow. See, I'm deciding between Die Hard and Lebowski.
Die Hard's overrated. So I'm going to go with... So right now, today, if I had these movies in front of me, I would go with Lebowski, Back to the Future, Fight Club, Die Hard, and then Terminator 2.
I'd probably go Lebowski, Die Hard, Back to the Future, Fight Club, Terminator.
Interesting. So our number 1s and lasts are the same.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough.
Tim Spulak, what are some of the best trailers you have ever seen? He mentions Logan with the song Hurt, Days of Future Past with the song from Sunshine, and Watchmen with the song from Smashing Pumpkins are my 3 favorite. The Watchmen one, I don't think it had the Smashing Pumpkins one. The one I liked is the one with the Philip Glass song.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That one is actually really good.
So let's do this, though. The best trailer versus the worst movie. Because I think that
Watchmen.
the Smashing Pumpkins Watchmen one is easily. I remember being at Comic-Con when that dropped, and the entire place was just doing nothing but talking about it. Because it was fucking chill-inducing. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then that turd of a movie drops, and I wanted to like it so bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, Like the production design, the level of detail is actually really impressive. And that's it. And that's it. Although I actually, plot-wise, I actually kind of preferred the plot versus like the...
Well, especially the end,
the plot end. Well, that's, the
end
ending.
makes more sense.
Instead of the big blobby monster alien thing.
The space squid or whatever it is.
I have to rewatch that. I have to read.
The Shining's trailer is great. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the blood coming out of the elevators.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Recent ones. Usually it's I feel like trailers these days are buoyed by whether or sunk whether the music they use for the trailer is good or not.
Yeah.
Because far too often in trailers these days they give away too much.
There was I want to say it was a Sam Mendes movie with Leo DiCaprio set in the 50s. And the trailer was set to a really cool version of In the Pines. My girl, my girl.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't remember the movie is, but
I want to say it's the one where him and Kate Winslet did a movie again together.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I have no fucking clue what that movie is, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it did anything, but the trailer for that, I remember watching that trailer and being like, holy shit, that version of In the Pines is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why that stands out to me, but it does.
I remember if the trailer for the New World, the Terrence Malick movie, used the overture for that from that Wagner opera or not, because it's used to great, awesome effect in the actual movie itself.
I probably marked. Oh, I can't remember. I probably marked out for the trailer for The Fountain because that had a killer soundtrack, and at that point, being such a big fan of Aronofsky.
Oh, I remember the trailer for Requiem for a Dream. That was good too.
I don't think I was I don't think I really knew much about Aronofsky prior to that movie coming out. I think when that movie came out, I watched it with you.
And Tobey Maguire.
And then and Tobey Maguire, yeah.
He was in the theater that day.
Yeah.
The Shining trailer is amazing. It's so good. It's just one shot.
You know what's really sad? Is that this last trailer for the Star Wars movie, first time I've seen a Star Wars trailer that I've been like, But every other Star Wars trailer I've ever seen, even going back to the prequels, I've been like, holy shit, this looks great. Last Jedi, Force Awakens, everything. This one, I'm like,
I think you're burned out, man.
Oh, wait, maybe the Solo trailer I wasn't into. I think maybe with the Solo trailer, I was like, ooh.
They didn't have a whole lot of the Solo guy in it, though. They didn't really focus on him.
Yeah.
Guion, again, what kind of dessert is your personal all year round dessert?
Oh, fuck, man.
It's tiramisu, man. I can have tiramisu any day of the week.
How often do you have it, though?
Not very often, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't really eat dessert anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Fucking go down to the hostess aisle and pick something.
Okay.
You know, I'm good for anything. Yeah.
Did you get all the YouTube ones?
No.
Okay.
Let's see here. The Enforcer, Stevie Bradley. If time was not an issue at all, what mode of transportation would you like to travel cross-country via?
This car.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
So a car.
Yeah.
Any other mode, apart from airplane, obviously, but then you're just like looking out the window. I would not be in control of, and I'm transporting via the ground.
Yeah.
I want to do a bus. That sounds miserable.
Bus sounds terrible. Train sounds okay. But
because at least if you're driving yourself,
you can
stop
do
someplace,
whatever you want.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Take your time.
You can veer.
Do what you want to do, man. You're not beholden to anybody.
Yeah. I do enjoy a good train ride, though. Come on, ride a train.
James Rodriguez, if you could make Stephen Larson a video game, what would it be about?
All right, so what would the template be for our video game?
WWE 2K20. Or Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Friendo Simulator.
Friendo Simulator. That's
There
not a
you
bad
go.
idea.
And just
It's all
make it an
glitchy
absolute
and shit.
glitch fest.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then, but there are cutscenes. Like you do have objectives.
Yeah.
The cutscenes are a fucking disaster.
Yeah, exactly. People's faces just melting off. All that.
God damn it! I really want to make that now.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just AJ, I'm currently making tacos as I type this. Power rank meat options for tacos. Choose wisely.
Oh, me? I just go with ground beef, baby. That was classic.
I'm a shredded chicken type guy. Mm-hmm. Give me a chicken taco. Chicken tacos have been my favorite since I was a little Larson.
I've been doing fajitas a lot lately.
Yeah.
Which are similar to tacos. You
Yeah.
toss a bunch of shit in a fucking tortilla.
I've learned, though, as I've gotten older, that if you rely strictly on breast meat for shredded chicken, it's going to be dry. If you cook it too long, you got to get some thigh in there.
Yeah.
Mixture of breast and thigh meat
for sure.
is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Jay Sean Lawrence, power rank movie weapons.
What's the number one movie weapon? It's a lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
That shit's badass.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. You come off pretty cool if you got a lightsaber. Yeah. Kevin Oyer, in your mind, what are the most unbreakable records in sports? It's Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak. Getting a hit in 56 games straight. Outrageous.
What's the second? What's number 2 to that guy?
It's like in the 40s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's that outrageous. Wow, that's interesting. Unbreakable records in sports.
That and probably Cal Ripken's consecutive game streak. It's like 2,000 to something. The way baseball is played now, it's not going to happen.
Is there? Oh, really? Mm-mm. Yeah. Those both sound like it. Because like basketball, seemingly those records are fit to be. I mean, the Warriors came close to the Bulls, right? Did they win 70?
They won 73. They beat the Bulls.
Oh, they actually did beat the Bulls. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. They didn't win the title that year, though.
I mean, the way super teams come together these days, I think it's possible that could be broken.
Yeah. But like players are playing longer than they did back in 20 years ago, so
they all have hyperbaric chambers.
Yep. Grim CMK, if you could combine 2 video games or movie universes, what would you choose? Goat Simulator and WWE 2K20.
I can't do any better than that. Combine the Marvel universe. Hey, combine the Marvel universe and the DC universe.
No, you want the amalgam universe.
I want the amalgam universe. Rob the Fabulous Dad Bod Volonis, what's your favorite cover song?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually saw that and I wrote some down. Happy you mentioned Where'd You Sleep Last Night, the Lead Belly song that Nirvana cover. That's really good.
That's terrific.
Hyper Ballad is a Bjork song that the Twilight Singers, the singer from Afghan Wigs.
Okay.
He fronts that band. Really good.
Okay.
There's a Wire song called Map Reference with a bunch of numbers. My Bloody Valentine's cover that is outstanding. REM does a really good cover of Wichita Lineman. It's really good as a B-side for, I think, Bittersweet Me, one of the singles off of New Adventures in Hi-Fi.
Yeah. Eddie Vedder's, or was it Pearl Jam or Eddie Vedder's, the Last Kiss?
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good one.
They did a cover of a Daniel Johnston song at one of the Bridge School benefits. Just outstanding.
Yeah.
Their version of Sonic Reducer is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Last Kiss, that's a terrific one.
I feel like I'm forgetting a lot, though.
Whoever did that version of also In the Pines for that trailer, that was really good. I know I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
In the Pines.
What about Lana Del Rey, the Sublime song she covered? Not so much. Not so much.
Gabrielle Papillon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just AJ, if you had the option to go on an Indiana Jones-like adventure for the Holy Grail, for example, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, would you do it, or would you let it stay buried into the world forever? Perhaps it belongs in a museum. No man can be trusted with the power of the Holy Grail. None. Therefore, stays buried. Put in a museum, someone's going to try to break a museum and steal it. Because the power it wields.
So if I had the option to go on an Indiana Jones-like adventure, would I do it? Just point blank, no.
No, that seems horrible. Right. Fraught with danger.
Right? No. Fucking snake pits and giant spiders and
huge boulders and
dudes
that can rip people's hearts out of their chests.
I get scared even going on the goddamn ride at Disney.
Or
Universal, rather.
But say it's a situation
it's horrifying.
Where your fate just swoops you into this tale, this adventure, and you're faced with this conundrum where you could grab, because there's that moment in The Last Crusade where Indiana Jones is trying to grab the Holy Grail when it falls in that crack into the earth, and he's convinced otherwise. But if you hold on to him, he can reach down and get it.
Have I already seen Major Tote's face melt off?
You have?
Then fuck that shit. No. I'm calling an Uber. I'm getting out of there.
Yeah.
So no.
That stays buried.
If I haven't seen anybody's goddamn face melt off, then I'm going to take that and put it in a fucking museum.
Bad idea.
If nobody's face is melted, look.
No,
that shit is a work of fiction. That shit doesn't really happen.
No. You're thinking of the Ark of the Covenant in the first movie. This is the Holy Grail, the cup where Jesus' blood spilled into, and it's supposed to provide everlasting life.
Oh yeah, but he saw somebody like age really quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because he chose poorly.
He chose poorly. Yeah, he chose the fancy one and not the booty one.
But nonetheless,
the garage sale one was the real one.
Exactly. But the story, the myth of the Holy Grail.
Didn't he save somebody with it?
Yeah, he saved his dad.
Yeah.
But the story, the myth of it.
Yeah, I'd keep it under my bed.
No, you bury it.
My poor dog, she's gonna die. I'd be like, here, sip that. Good girl.
All right.
Good boy. I'd have Gypsy drink out of the Holy Grail.
No, have her live forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That little mutt.
Grim CMK, who is your favorite superhero and supervillain?
This is fucking boring as shit, but Batman and the Joker, it's the most iconic duo, and it's the most perfectly matched comic book hero and villain.
Michael Keaton, Batman, and Jack Nicholson, Joker. Love that Joker.
Geez, it's terrific.
Philly Flexer, what's one thing you wish was healthy to eat, but it's bad for you in reality? Ribs.
Oh, I would eat pizza
Smoked meat.
all the fucking time. I would eat pizza every goddamn day if I could.
Carlos Moreno, murder aside, what level of disagreement would it take for you guys to call it quits as a team?
Shit, I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything.
I mean, let's take some fucked up shit out of it. Like if I found out you're a scumbag, like big time scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Hold on a second.
What?
Like you find out I'm a scumbag, and would you, like, depending on the nature of the scumbagginess, would you turn me in if I committed a serious offense?
Okay, so if you're like a pedo, yeah, that for sure, 100%. Yeah, that's way different than murdering somebody. Because I'm only going to murder people who are 18 and older and people who deserve it. That deserve it. If you're going to be a diddler, I'm going to turn you in. I don't think anybody in the world would be uncool with that. I
won't make that point.
Yeah.
However, you did say that if you went out and killed a homeless person, just a homeless person, and I turned you in, that you'd have a huge problem with that.
Well, they're an adult. So, yeah, I'd have a huge problem with that. I have a big problem with that. But you get in your van and go to the school, then I'm turning your ass in. I think everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, totally.
Unanimously.
I would not. I'm not going to debate that point.
Okay, right. So, like, if it's one of those, like, if you're like one of those Minecraft dudes who's like asking little kids for freaking pictures of their butts and stuff, then I'd be like, I'm done. I'm going to go stream from my I'm still going to do this, but I'm not going to do it with you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that would probably happen. And I would expect no less if it was the same. Because, like, we're both good people. We're not going to do that.
Yes.
So
exactly. I'm a good person. If I find out the guy I'm working with is a murderer, I'm going to turn him in too.
Let's take the fucked up shit out of it. Well, that's just being a snitch, not a good person. Let's take the creepiness out of it. I mean, if you dead-eyed looked me in the face and said, hey, Steve, I can't do WWE anymore. I want Going in Raw to be all AEW exclusively. I would say, bro, that's a terrible business decision. That's awful, and you have to understand that. You're like, I got to be true to myself. It's AEW or nothing.
AEW or GTFO.
Yeah, I'll just GTFO. I'd say, how about this? You get the stinky room. I get the good room.
What if I say is like watching WWE product is killing my soul?
I'd say I don't care. I need to pay my shit, and so do you. Don't be an idiot.
Sometimes, man, you got to have job satisfaction, though, too. Timothy Lemieux, if both of you had to be in a reality show, which one would it most likely be and least likely to choose? It doesn't have to be still on the air because he says deadliest catch. It's a fishing one. That seems too hard.
Oh, man.
I'm not equipped even to be a greenhorn. Much less anything above that rank.
So you have to be like participants. So if I said pimp my ride, I'd have to be part of the. I don't know anything about cars or.
No, Exhibit does all the stuff with the cars. He makes your car look great.
Right, I know, but I think the point is.
Oh, you're not into cars, like.
You're not the guy bringing the car because that's just a one-time appearance.
Yeah.
The reality show is wasn't that, is that even a reality show?
Well, I mean, it's based. I mean, it's not scripted.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe to a
well,
degree.
I don't know shit about cars, so that wouldn't work for me. I couldn't be part of the cast.
What about Jeopardy?
It's not a reality show, man. That's a game show.
That's about as real as it gets, man.
That's a game show. That don't work. Because you'd be one and done. I think me and Lacey would have fun on Temptation Island. Just going around just banging everybody.
Oh my goodness!
I think we'd be cool after it.
Wow.
I'd be like, hey, how big was the D? Was it big? She's like, yeah. Did you motorboat? I motorboated. Did you touch it? You touch it?
My goodness. Rain Trigger.
I'd be like, did you take the Temptation? Yeah, good job. Did you? Yeah. It was awesome. High five.
What random sport or show do you friendos get caught up watching? He said he was at the gym yesterday and they had professional bowling on. I watched like 5 minutes.
That question was from last week.
Yeah, we answered that question.
We fucking answered this. Yeah, and I agree with you. Professional bowling is great.
Yeah, bowling was a good 5-minute watch. Jay Sean Lawrence, who's the best athlete from any sports movie?
Oh, isn't it Air Bud?
Like Mike. You
Yeah.
get some.
He literally
or
had-
Rookie of the Year. He hurt his arm and could throw like 100 miles an hour.
Well, okay.
As long as he can throw for strikes, man, he's making millions.
Yeah, okay, but number one, that's gotta. I think that would be. Here's the thing: if you're like Mike, not only are you bringing in Michael Jordan on court money, you could potentially set yourself up with Jordan Brand.
Exactly.
You can have the like Mike brand,
Yeah.
which is like billions,
Like air.
like air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like Mike is probably the number one sports athlete, or
like actual Jordan or like Mike?
like Mike.
Okay.
It's like Mike because he's also really young.
But in the Rookie of the Year, that's like when baseball was a more national sport, where a pitcher for the Cubs in this case could get a lucrative endorsement deal.
Yeah, but like when does that? When do they figure out his fastball? Like his arm starts to heal up,
No, I
and he
understand.
starts
He
getting.
needs to develop some junk. He needs
Like,
to get
who's
some
that dude? I always forget his
He
name.
needs to get some curveballs and stuff. Agreed.
Who's the Japanese guy?
Nomo.
Nomo.
Hideo Nomo, yeah.
It'd be like a Nomo thing. Like they figured him out pretty quick.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what you got to capitalize while the getting's good. Dakota Miley, I know you two used to do a lot of video game content. Would love to know what your guys' thoughts on the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game. Never
I
played
didn't know
it.
shit about it
Don't know
until
anything about
literally today.
Don't know anything about
But everybody seems to be playing it. Maybe I'll check it out.
it. Britton Wolf, thoughts on The Crow and Crow 2? Sting's cool, so
Isn't he Crow too?
yeah, I guess so. Iggy Pop was in one of the Crow movies.
Yeah, probably the first one.
First or second one.
I don't know. I enjoyed the first one. I think it's a cool flick. I don't remember shit about
Speaking of awesome covers, I don't like Red Hot Chili Peppers at all. Their cover of the Stooges' Search and Destroy is amazing. It's so damn good.
it. Didn't Stone Temple Pilots do a cover on that Crow soundtrack?
No, they did Big Empty. That's their song.
They did. Okay, so maybe it wasn't for the Crow soundtrack. They did a cover that I liked, though. I think it was a Led Zeppelin song. The one and only.
Oh, well, yeah, Dancing Days. That's for a Led Zeppelin cover compilation.
That's what it was.
It's like the only good cover on that album, too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good song. It's one of the few Zeppelin songs I really like.
Yeah, other cover. Oh, Jim James did he did like 4 George Harrison songs.
Oh, he did a whole EP of it, of the songs, yeah.
Yeah. And those are all really good.
Yeah.
They're sleepy, but everything he does is sleepy.
Nowadays, Zero Cochran, and what will the Steve and Larson biopic look like?
So, what will it look like? The cinematography of the film?
Roger Deakins, man.
That's too good.
Yeah,
we're gonna
kayfabe the shit out of this. Well, you want to be like a Dogma movie?
That would be more likely. No, I'm thinking like, okay, how about this? Who are the top 5 kayfabe cinematographers, like fake cinematographers? There's Lil Bill. And then who else?
Well, we got to think of other movies about movies.
Yeah, right.
Who was the cinematographer? Well, I don't know if you see the cinematographer and the player.
Oh, I remember there was what was that? Bulworth. No, not Bulworth. Wait.
Bowfinger?
Bowfinger.
That's a funny movie.
That's a great movie.
That's a really good movie.
It's a really funny movie. And like they picked up the cheap labor and they ended up become like true cinematographers.
Yeah.
That was really good
That's
stuff.
a fun movie.
Were there any cinematographers in The Big Lebowski? No, what about What about Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I forget. I sort of dug myself a hole with this question.
Carl Hungus.
Carl Hungus. Oh man.
Patrick Sparks, Power Rank, Batman and Robbins, and did you choose for Jason Todd to die?
So I didn't vote in that. That was before I actually started collecting comics, but it was right before I started collecting comics. So if I was back then, I probably would have voted for him to die because I thought it would have been cool. And I think people just didn't like Jason Todd in general. He was booked as like a shit heel. So he was he was just a little shit. But power rank Batman's, what is it? Ann Robbins?
Yeah.
So we're just going over the movie universe?
Well, I guess you can do comics. I mean, they're all Bruce Wayne, but
And they're all the same guy, but just different takes on them.
well, there's Dick Grayson. There was Jason Todd. Whether Robins were there.
Oh, okay. So Dick Grayson's always going to be the best Robin. No, you know what?
Adam West and dude who played Robin on the TV show.
Burt Ward?
Yeah, Burt Ward.
Yeah. So the best Batman, I mean, I don't know, I'd probably go with like Batman from the animated series. He was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I was really into that shit. But then Michael Keaton's really good too.
Yeah, but he didn't have a Robin.
No, he didn't. No, there's never been a good movie Robin
No.
because there's only been the one.
Well, they kind of teased that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was going to be Robin.
Oh, that's right. That was kind of a cool idea. Best Robin? I don't. I'm like, yeah, probably. I mean, probably Dick Grayson. Like he was the first. He was like the template. And then when they got the other guy, Tim Drake, he was just kind of that. He was just. They were like, hey, let's just make him like Dick Grayson, like super smart kid. Figured out who the fuck Batman was.
Minion TM69. What would be your supervillain names? According to Steve, I'd probably be the Snake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one for you. Yeah, for sure. Zodiac 2. That's what I'd be. Or
People are going to think you're in a sequel to the David Fincher movie, though.
Okay, Zodiac 2000.
Again,
A Zodiac for the millennium.
they're going to think you're a Zodiac sequel before the first Zodiac was made.
No, man, they would be like, "Oh, updated Zodiac from the future."
Gosh, it's terrible. 2000. That was 19 years ago, man. Stevie Borelli, what was the pickup line that worked on your wife?
I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Because here's the thing. So this is how I got my wife. We went to, there was like a post office morale boosting event thing, and my dad like convinced me to go.
Yeah.
Because they needed people. And Lacey was there because she worked with my dad at the time at the post office. And so I get there, and my dad, we get there at like 9 o'clock, which is way early for me. But at like 6 in the morning, he had like come knocking on my window, and he was like, "Hey, I need you to go. I need you to." He needed me to do something with like a cooler and milk. I don't know what it was. It was fucking weird. So I get there and I'm like telling people, I don't know anybody there, but I'm just bitching about my dad. I'm like, man, this guy got me up at 6 o'clock in the morning with some milk. And I was just talking hella shit. It was funny. And Lacey was cracking up about that. So the first thing that caught her attention was me talking shit about my dad. Because apparently nobody really did that at his job.
Oh, wow.
So she thought it was funny. And then the next thing was, like, we did all that stuff. Like, we did the race, and me and her were joking around and stuff. And then at the end of it, people were like, hey, we're going to go to breakfast. And then she thought I was going to go, but I was like, I want to go home. I think I had to shit, but I think I might have told some people I was going to home and take a nap.
Oh.
So I went home instead, and she was like, and that's me playing hard to get inadvertently. Inadvertently. So that's how that happened. So there you go.
I don't remember it so long ago. Never had the gift of gab per se, so
you showed her your D&Bs. It was like, good.
Oh my goodness. I think we got one more here. Here it is. Jimmy Thomas, would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
Oh, fuck. I'd rather breathe like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Who wants to?
Well, then, like the syntax of Yoda's speech is all mixed up. So people just be asking you to clarify or repeat yourself.
Shit, SmackDown was.
It's like, what?
Blue.
You got a shit what?
Blue, new title is.
Why'd you hit your shit?
Shit. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
So there you go. That's Ask Stephen Larson. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time. We'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.